Hey guys, welcome back to IV Crypto. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Now, we are leading up to the launch of Cardano smart contracts, so I want to talk about the best Cardano Dex projects. Okay, now I am going to go through a few here, and then at the end, I'll tell you which ones are my favorite. And it will be no secret because I've done quite a few videos on some individual ones. Okay, now up first, we've got I'm going to talk about ADAX, Sundaeswap, MinSwap, ErgoDEX, ViFinance, and Cardax. Now, as always, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. This is just my 2 cents. Now, ADAX, currently trading at the mid-dollar mark, $1.20, $1.30, depending on the time that you're watching this video. The market is down at the time of me making this video. It has passed over $2 in the past and is performing quite well. Now, ADAX is probably in my favorites. I like the look of it. I think the team is fantastic. Now, these are all Dex'S, so I don't need to go too much into what each and every one do because there is individual videos out there where you can look at what they do. But ADAX, I think I saw the demo. It looks really sleek. It's got a really impressive team. It's already launched, and I think the buzz behind it is quite good. It has had some FUD, some negative things going around and all that sort of stuff, so be wary of that. But I think overall it does look like a really solid project. I like the concept. I like the fee structure. I like their vision, and I do think that their ecosystem is going to be quite good. So that is the first one, and really good connections in this team, and I can't stress this enough, guys. I always talk about in my videos the team and what makes these projects unique and all that sort of stuff. So ADAX hits the mark on a lot of those. Now up next we've got Sundaeswap. Without a doubt, the most anticipated DEX on Cardano. Now, I think this is mostly due to marketing, and I'm not taking anything away from Sundaeswap. I'm sure it's going to be a great platform, but I think the main reason this is on the list is because of marketing. It is one that people are very interested in. I think that, the colorfulness, and it really reminds people of PancakeSwap, is one of the things that's really making Sundaeswap relevant. So they are going to do an initial stake pool offering, and they were one of the first platforms to talk about this concept. Unfortunately, it didn't happen prior to the launch, but they will be doing it at launch. So right now, guys, I say this on every video and I get a lot of comments about it. You cannot get Sundaeswap. You cannot get Sundaeswap. Sundaeswap is only going to be available at launch via buying on the DEX or participating in the initial stake pool offering, which is when you stake your ADA tokens and you are rewarded in Sunday tokens every 5 days. Okay, so that's Sundaeswap. Look into this one if you haven't already. Very, very popular, over 100,000 followers on Twitter. I think it speaks for itself. Now up next, one that I haven't really talked about much is MinSwap. Okay, now MinSwap is a multi-pool decentralized exchange on Cardano, the first multi-pool decentralized exchange on Cardano. You can swap tokens with minimal cost, minimal time, and maximal convenience. Now, one of the things with their team is that it's quite a young team compared to some of the other DEXs that are included in this video. They do have quite a young team, not super experienced specifically in the cryptocurrency space, but they all have good backgrounds. So MinSwap's been getting a fair amount of hype online, on socials and Twitter and all that sort of stuff. So they're doing a fair launch. There'll be no pre-mining, no pre-sale, no ISO, no IDO. The only way to get mint tokens is by participating in the protocol or airdrop, and the airdrop is available to people that have helped them during their testnet stage. Now, what makes MinSwap different? So MinSwap offers a different approach. For instance, the features highlighted in their white paper, such as multi-function liquidity pools, multi-pool routing, functionality as an on-chain price oracle, or automated Babel fees redemption. They also focus more on building instead of fundraising. However, since no DEX have launched or provided testnet environments, comparisons are pretty difficult, of course. Now, MinSwap will focus on developing multiple kinds of AMM liquidity pools and allow users to route through the most efficient pools. They will also roll out features to help to develop the Cardano ecosystem, like an IFO launchpad that allows other projects to launch their tokens safely without featuring IDO snipping bots. Now, they're also launching their NFT platform called Minut, where you unbank the world NFT. Okay, so you Unbank the World is our NFT giveaway campaign to promote MinSwap commodities from all over the world. Followers on their social media pages stand a chance to win out of 10 copies of exclusive NFT artworks featuring Cardano in their many adventures throughout the world. Really decent community behind this one, guys, so I definitely recommend giving it a look and adding it to your watch list. Now, up next, of course, we have ErgoDEX. Couldn't leave this one out. Now, Ergo, the platform is really impressive. It's an oracle. They're doing ErgoDEX. They've got a bunch of different things going for them. So I think the technology behind ErgoDEX is fantastic. Ergo as a whole reminds me of Algo. I think are really underrated to begin with, but then eventually people are going to start to catch on. Now, they've got a beta version right now. I go into ErgoDEX in a separate video on my YouTube, so if you want to learn more about this one, I definitely suggest checking out the video on ErgoDEX. But I think the technology behind this will be very good. Transparent tokenomics, they're really hitting the mark with their roadmap, and I think they have the benefit, of course, of the platform Ergo behind them. So I think this is going to be a good one. Really impressive team. Very, very impressive team. Now, guys, they have a lot of experience, specifically with Cardano, but just very, very experienced team, as is the team behind Ergo, a decent following behind this one, so definitely one to keep on your watch list. Now, up next, of course, guys, I've talked about it multiple times, I've made a video about it, you should definitely check it out, is ViFinance. So ViFi is a very ambitious and unique project. It's definitely unique compared to the other ones. Now, they just today sold out their pre-sale. I think it was about 6 million ViFi tokens. Don't quote me. 6.150 million ViFi sold for their IDO or pre-sale, whatever you'd like to call it. So really impressive. I'm so happy for these guys. I've had a chance to speak to Stephen Ward, who's the director of this project and the mastermind behind it. And like I said in my video, I think he is borderline a genius. The concept is just absolutely fantastic. A couple of really key things here that people need to check out, which is the auto harvester, where you deposit crypto into the international markets hedge fund and watch your money work for you. So these guys are borderline combining the stock market or hedge funds with crypto. They've got some really cool features in the works. They use something called a neural net. So they're combining artificial intelligence, DEXs, hedge funds, pretty much all of my favorite things into one. And don't let the lack of marketing fool you guys. This project is fantastic. I definitely recommend checking out their white paper and keep a keen eye on this one, guys, for sure. Now, lucky last, we have Cardax. Now, I did make a video about this recently, and if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend checking it out. Cardax advertises itself as the first DEX on Cardano. Now, pretty popular on social media, not massively popular, but they do have a decent amount of attention. But one of the things that these guys have done is this week they launched a pre-sale, I guess you could call it, and the minimum buy-in was 5,000 ADA. Now, personally, guys, I think that's a lot. I think that was a really big ask from people, and I think it probably excluded a lot of smaller investors from investing in this project. Now, personally, I was quite keen to buy some Cardax during this pre-sale, but 5,000 ADA was a bit much for me. Now, the team is pretty solid. Now, I've did a video about this. I went more into the team, but you know, Matthias he successfully completed the Plutus Pioneers program. So in terms of the background, these guys have a very, very good background. They all have really strong connections within the Cardano ecosystem and the Cardano space. And obviously, just one to watch. I like the look of it. It looks sleek from what I've seen. Obviously, early pictures and early beta testing. It looks good. But I think just keep an eye on this one. I was a bit disappointed with the public sale or the pre-sale, whatever you want to call it, but definitely one to watch. Now, guys, we are at the end of the video, and as promised, I will give my favorites. Now, my favorites out of all these are ADAX and ViFi. I like all of them, don't get me wrong, and I will probably invest in most of these. But ADAX, I love the look of it. I think it looks sleek. It's had a good start. I think once it launches and people see what it can do and some of that FUD disappears, I think it can do really well. And I think ADAX could probably hit $5 this year. Maybe I'm a little ambitious, but I think $5 in 2021 is not unlikely. And ViFi, guys, like I've said, ViFi for me personally just combines all the things that I love, like hedge funds, crypto, and artificial intelligence into one. Now, I know they're going to launch this year. It's not going to be the full spec product. Some of these are going to be in development for a little while, but I think this one, if it achieves even 60% of what they say, is going to be absolutely fantastic. So guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Out of these projects, which ones do you rate the best? If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like the video. As always, subscribe to the channel and watch this space.